Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Well, it's our weekly chef segment, and I'm very excited today. We have a very special guest. This is James Martin. He's executive chef owner of Casual Catering Concepts, or as you guys like to call it, which is easier, CCC.
CCC.
Now, your establishment, first of all, the business is family owned, which I'm very familiar with family business. And you guys do it all. You're not your typical catering company. You cater the food, but you also do a lot of the decorating when you guys are there. You also offer different services. So tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, what we decided when we started doing this was to try to be the one-stop shop. We have event coordinators. We have a pastry chef. Her name's Carly. Fabulous. Does wedding cakes, anything you want. We've got Joey Passeri, who's our photographer. We've got Mike Turner, who's our DJ. So we can do a full event. Mm-hmm. If you don't go with us with their food, that's fine. If we can help you out with any of the other stuff, we can do wedding printing. We can do, you name it, we can do it. And if we can't do it, we'll find somebody who can.
Right.
Yeah.
You forgot to mention Mom.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want Mama to get mad.
When you call us, you're going to get my mom on the line. She's our event coordinator, and she really is the brains behind the whole outfit. I'm just the chef and the cook. But, you know, it's from Mom to my wife is involved. She's one of our servers at times. My stepdad's bartended. I mean, we all play a part.
You were saying your best friend is a photographer.
Joey Passeri is our photographer. He's been my best friend since we were 3.
Oh, you said his name. Yeah. And you guys also do not just catering for really large events, but you do anything, from weddings to also backyard barbecues to romantic dinner for 2, where you guys also teach some cooking.
We do. Black tie to blue jeans. We'll do anything. A couple of things that we do is our dinner for 2, which I'll come in fully chefed out and cook you dinner. We'll bring a server in with us, pour you wine, clean up and go. One of the things that we just started was like kind of a couples night. It was a friend of mine. In fact, Joey started this. He wanted to learn to do salmon. Another friend of ours wanted to learn to do salmon too. He's like, hey, can you come teach us to do salmon? Mm-hmm. So we came over and it was a couples night and started going from there. And so we do our small cooking classes that we do with that. And, I teach a cooking class the third Wednesday of every month.
Where do you do that?
In Hemet, at our church in Hemet, which is really neat. They open up their doors to us. But that's a lot of the stuff we do too. So we're not just cooking. We're not just,
Right. But those cooking classes, you actually will go to the people's houses or wherever the specific location is.
They provide the food. I provide the fun.
Nice. Because I might want to do something like that. That sounds like a really good idea. Yeah. So are you willing to travel far? I mean, what is
we can go anywhere. I mean, if it's way out of our range, we'll talk about the price of the plane ticket, but I'll go anywhere.
And speaking of prices, your prices for the catering, they're pretty cheap. Not cheap, but it's less expensive compared to most other catering companies.
What we like to do is find out what your thoughts are, and that's why it's Casual Catering and Concepts, because we build a party for you. Mm-hmm. We find out what you're thinking about doing, what your themes are, how many people, and what's your budget.
Right.
And we'll direct you in the way to go that'll give you the best product, the best party with what you can afford, because we know times are tough right now. So that's why our prices are pretty reasonable,
And you guys also do anything from appetizers to salads to the entrees, desserts. I was looking on your website, and you do bars like a potato bar.
The potato bar is hilarious.
All that kind of stuff.
We set up, it's like 6 foot. We use a lot of these ice blocks, and we set it up, and we have the condiments, and then you'll come up, and we'll pour mashed potatoes, regular mashed potatoes or garlic mashed potatoes, in a martini glass and give it to you, and then you make your set. So it's a great little conversation piece because it's different.
Yeah.
We do a candy bar. We did a wedding where they didn't want a wedding cake and they didn't want favors on the tables. So we did a big candy bar. We had all these glass vases with different kind of candies, and we gave each person a bag that had the people's names on it that we had printed up for them, and they went and they just filled up their candy bags. So it was kind of neat.
That's something different.
Yeah.
That's something really different from your typical wedding cake.
Yeah.
Because usually the wedding cake is like a big part of the wedding too,
We've done puff pastry towers. Carly did a puff pastry tower for a wedding cake. This thing was like, it was big. And it was great. It was just all sorts of pastries and cream puffs. It was awesome.
Well, that is awesome. You guys you guys literally do it all. So let's get to this salad that you're going to be making for us today.
All right. So
how does it,
it's a real simple summer salad. There's not a lot to this, but we're going to teach you 2 things. We're going to teach you how to make a wedge salad and teach you how to make the base for bruschetta.
Okay.
So it's a simple bruschetta. We're going to start with some tomatoes here. And what I've got is a grape tomato that we've just quartered. So we want this rustic. You'll heard the term home style. Mm-hmm. Okay. which just means it's not finely cut. It's not quarter cut. It's real rustic and just kind of what you'd find at home.
So if we show it on that camera so they can see what the tomatoes look like.
Okay.
Okay.
From there, we're going to take about 2 tablespoons of garlic. Now, this is fresh garlic I cut this morning. And we're just going to add that in there. Fresh garlic. Can you smell that?
Oh,
awesome.
Yes. I smelled it as soon as it came out of the bag.
There you go. About a tablespoon of basil, fresh basil. When you're doing basil, you want to roll your basil and slice it through the vein, because the vein is actually, if we show it here, the vein is actually where you get the flavor from. So if you're cutting it this way and you don't cut the vein, you're going to get flat leaf with no flavor. So we're going to add that. Hey, let's see, cooking class.
Yeah.
Call us. A little fresh pepper.
Okay. This is
a little sea salt. Real simple. Now from here, this is the hard part. You ready? We take olive oil. Any kind you'd like. I like extra virgin. About a tablespoon, or however you want it to look. And we always tell people when we're talking about cooking is it's to your palate. It's to what you want to do. Don't worry about everyone else. Worry about what you like. If you like it, your bruschetta really oily and lots of olive oil, put it in there. If you don't, back it off. You can always change it.
That would be me. I'm usually very generous with my
I am
oil.
Too. I am too.
And so you just mix that all
and we
together
just mix it
with
up.
your chopsticks.
My chopsticks, you know. You know, I like cooking with these because you can take bites of things, you can chase things.
Well, like I said before, if you know how to use them.
What I tell you, sugar packet and rubber band, we'll get you taken care of.
That's interesting. You got to show me that later.
I will later.
Figure out how to do that.
That's the bruschetta. Now, if we were doing regular bruschetta, we'd slice some crostini bread, which is just French roll sliced on a bias. Bake it off a little bit. You put that around the plate, put that in the middle, and some balsamic vinegar over the top of it, and then that would be a bruschetta appetizer.
Nice.
So, there you go.
Very easy.
Very easy. You ready? This is the hard part.
Okay.
Okay. We take our wedge salad, take a whole head of lettuce, we cut it into quarters, so you should get 4 per head.
Okay.
Okay. This is how I do it when I do it. I don't measure anything. I just pour. It looks good. Yeah, it looks great. Fresh bacon, cooked it this morning, chopped up, diced. Put that over that. Don't be afraid of the bacon.
Oh, I'm not afraid
of
bacon.
As Emil said, pork fat rules. Blue cheese, to your liking. Okay, that's to my liking. Right there.
It's your liking, that's why he put 2 handfuls instead of 1.
2 handfuls of it. Avocado. It's a California wedge, right? What's California without an avocado?
Exactly.
An Escondido avocado. You know, you got to be local in town from Fallbrook, Escondido area.
Yep.
You can fan this. You can wedge this. I'm just going to dice this real quick, and don't dice in your hand at home.
I was just going to say, is that safe to do? Unless you're an experienced
trained professional.
Yes, they're trained professional.
Little diced avocado. Now this is an orange poppy seed dressing, which is a poppy seed dressing. It's actually 2 dressings we combine. It's an orange mandarin, orange dressing, and a poppy seed dressing. Mix them together, it's great.
Orange mandarin and poppy seed.
There you go.
Interesting.
So real, we're just going to be liberal. If you like lots of dressing, put lots of dressing. You want a little bit of dressing? A little bit of dressing. That
beautiful
is it. I mean,
I've never seen the salads. Never really seen them like that. I've seen them with the longer, like the romaine lettuce, when they have the longer stems, and then they don't chop it off, or they use it for a Caesar salad. But this is a little different, where it's that a big chunk.
It's a great appetizer salad. It really is. You could take this out. We did this for a group once. We did this. We chopped it up, mixed it with a little spring mix, and put grilled chicken on top of it. It was just awesome.
The grilled chicken will
get this big boy out here.
Oh, good. You got a knife there.
Always.
Yeah, there's different variations you can do to this too.
You can do this anyway. It's a great little summer salad.
Nice.
You want me to chop it up a little more for you?
Maybe one more time right there.
If you're a big mouth like me, those big bites are fine.
And we've also got some wine right here. Let me get this to you, actually.
This is, what is it? Rizzoni. And I just got turned on to this. I can't pronounce it because I have a speech impediment. Part of my family's from Tennessee and part of them's from Canada. So, we either say y'all or A. So Rizzoni's hard for me to say. But it's a great Pinot Grigio. I got turned on to this just recently, and I love it. It's great with this salad.
That dressing is
A
delicious.
little neat, huh? A little different.
Oh my gosh, that's really good. You know what?
It's sweet and tangy, but again, it's fresh.
And I will tell you, I don't really like blue cheese.
Really?
I don't.
You like that, don't you?
But yeah, I honestly do. That's really good. The avocado, the tomatoes, the dressing. The dressing, I think, really topped it all off.
If you don't like blue cheese, gorgonzola is a little more, not as pungent. You could substitute gorgonzola for it.
Ooh, the wine is good
too. You like that?
Well, I've got my lunch for later today.
There you go. Well, I'm taking that one.
Oh, you're... It's okay. I'm taking the bottle of wine.
Deal.
Okay, so you guys have a website. Can you give out the website for the viewers?
We are at casualcateringconcepts.com. I know that's a whole lot of words to say.
But it's
us. Check us out. Go into our contact us page. You'll see some stuff. Our links page has some of our DJs, photographers, Temecula Hills, where we do a lot of our catering at. Mm-hmm. You'll see lots of places where we're there, where they're on-site caterer.
Right.
If you need any help, give us a call. We're here for anything.
Wonderful.
Even if it's just, hey, where do I go to find this? We would like to be a wedding library if we can.
Okay, so you got that website, casualcateringconcepts.com. Thank you, James,
You're
very
welcome.
much for being here. It was very nice meeting you. And we'll be right back with more right after the break.